Get out of debt, stay out of debt. The Dave Ramsey Show, live today at noon on KLZ 560, The Source.
Hi, this is Bob Berg, co-author of The Go-Giver. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Boogie fever. Got to boogie down.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. It is our 3rd-year anniversary broadcasting in your community. We're so thankful that you are listening and joining us for the celebration that is not just 3 years of the Experience Pros Radio Show, but really, it's Fan Braggin Friday. It's about celebrating who's getting it right in business.
And we do that every Friday here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. We take your phone calls. We read your Facebook posts about who is serving you good customer service.
Radio Colorado.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's funny that our good friend Rob Grieve writes in just a 2-word fan brag. I mean, it's not difficult, right? 2 words.
Yeah, you call it giving a 20-second kiss. Right. So if it's 2 words...
This is a peck on the cheek, but
you
that's
better,
okay.
You better say them slow.
Well, he says this. We asked who's getting it right, and he says, you are.
So that would be, you are.
Wow. Okay.
No, just you are. You are.
Well, kind of like that.
Mwah.
And then good friend Lou writes in, happy anniversary. He says, I want to brag about Eric and Angel for walking the walk.
Ooh, you know what else we do is, not very often, but we do live broadcasts every once in a while.
Yeah.
And recently we collaborated with Mindstorm, and you can find them online at yourmindstorm.com. But we had a little brainstorming powwow.
Yeah.
And in their office, and they have a full wall of whiteboards.
Floor to ceiling.
Floor to ceiling. And we walked in and said, we're going to do a live broadcast. We're going to be out and about. And we need just, you know, we have a stand-up banner. Yay. We have a wide, you know, horizontal banner. Yep. Yay. So, but, you know, we want it to look like...
We've got a tablecloth for the table that every expo gives us.
Well, no, that wasn't our tablecloth. That was with, it came with. But we want, you know, we have a studio. How do we make it look like a studio at the expo, not just a banner? You know, so if we're going to go out and do a live remote broadcast, and we don't really require a studio. I mean, you just need a little box, a couple headphones, you know, a little bit of equipment. But we wanted it to appear as if the studio had come to them. And so we went in for this fun little powwow meeting, and we were handed dry erase markers. From, you know, when we first got in, we sat down, handed dry erase markers, and here's this big whiteboard in front of us.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I have no idea how to get what's in my head out.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to draw is not going to help. I'm quite certain my little shapes, my direction is not going to help. But Mindstorm actually collaborates with Reflective Spark.
Reflective Spark, yep.
Reflective Spark. So you've got 3 companies all in the same room, you know, collaborating, brainstorming, and Paul stands up and starts drawing out some different things. And one of the pieces that I wanted is when you're at an expo, like, what is the number 1 rule of business training expo? Is you never sit down. You stand up and you stand in front of your table.
You bet.
You don't sit behind your table. You're there to interact with people and engage with the expo visitors. Well, Eric and I, breaking rule number 1 in vendor expo rules.
Right.
We're going to be sitting behind our table because that's where the microphones and all of the stuff we're broadcasting in. And so, okay, so now, I don't know if you've ever been to an expo. I'm sure many people have. The tables they give and the chairs they give are lower than the people standing, walking by. So if you're sitting, the people walking by have to look down to where you are. And I just think that there's something about the dynamic. Here we are sitting, it's kind of like little turtlies. We're little turtles behind our little table going, hi, we're broadcasting our radio show. So we chatted with Gary and Paul and said we want to be up higher, a little closer to eye level to where people are walking by because we have to be sitting. And they put together an incredible, just a drawing on the whiteboard, all in color, and we had so much fun with it. But very shortly after, we got an image emailed to us.
Right.
They took that idea that was in my head,
revolutionized,
made a rough sketch on a whiteboard, and created this three-dimensional dynamic mobile studio that fits in like a suitcase.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post a before and after picture because I actually took a picture of the whiteboard.
Oh, I did too.
And so how cool would that be to see what they scratched out on the whiteboard and what it became side by side? That would be pretty cool.
It was very cool. It got the picture landed itself into the newspaper, and what was awesome is it also looked great in black and white.
Absolutely.
So my shout out, my fan brag goes to Mindstorm. That was kind of one of our anniversary gifts to the Experience Pros radio show.
Absolutely.
Was, all right, it's kind of working. This radio show thing.
Time to match the image with what you hear every day. You can find that photo that she's actually talking about for the completed project at yourmindstorm.com/projects. You'll know immediately which one it is. It's the one with us on it. It's Fan Braggin' Friday all across America, and John in Minneapolis writes in, and he says, I want to write about Rainbow Laundromat. How can a laundromat actually earn a 5-star rating? Well, I'll tell you how.
Ooh, do tell.
Welcoming friendly owners. It's a family-run joint. He says it's clean, it's affordable. The layout of the laundromat encourages a friendly atmosphere for its patrons with a plethora of couches and reading material available, and the location is stellar. To sum it up quickly, if you need a place to make dirty things clean again, this is your laundromat. John, thank you for writing in and telling us about Rainbow Laundromat in the Twin Cities.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's like an everyday, probably you would never think, oh, I want to fan brag about my laundromat. That is just like one of those, you need it, you can't live without it. And when you find someplace that actually appreciates your business and offers you good customer service, that you want to share that, I think a lot of times we think, well, it has to be grandiose and it has to be, somebody that, like a Disney experience kind of thing. They fan bragged about their laundromat. Kudos to them.
Because they're getting it right. Gary is in Denver. Welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show, Gary.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Oh, this Gary. Your ears must have been burning, brother.
Oh, man. I got to thank you guys, first of all, for the fan brag and for everything you guys are doing for American business.
This is Gary Paulin.
Congratulations, 3 years on the air. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, sir. Gary Paulin of yourmindstorm.com, the one that we were just talking about. Do you have a fan bragging story for us?
I do. I want to let people know about all the great things that the Denver Film Society does throughout the year, but particularly this week, we're in the kind of the closing days of the Denver Film Festival, and it's the 35th anniversary of such, sponsored by Stars as the major sponsor, and there are great films that are going to be broadcast at several locations throughout Denver through Sunday. And so I encourage people to get out, look at the Denver Film Guide, go to, do a search or go to denverfilmsociety.com and look for that and get all the details for the Denver Film Fest. I was out last night and had an opportunity to associate with some of those great folks. I mean, these guys really put together a fun festival for those of you that haven't ever been. And so check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Gary, you are such a Renaissance man.
I do what I can. It's Friday.
I've never been to a film festival. I just found them with a super quick, easy search there on Facebook, Denver Film Society, and you can find the whole schedule and everything that they're doing there. How much fun is that? Have you gone before, Gary?
It's a lot of fun. For about the last 4 years, we've been sponsors of the Denver Film Festival in one way, shape, or another. This year, we've done some things. We work with a local ad agency who's tightly associated with the Denver Film Society. It's called AOR, Agency Off Record, and they do a lot of design. They actually created the film guide this year and they're nice enough to invite me to a lot of the events and give me some free passes to some of the films. A lot of cool stuff. It isn't just, artsy-fartsy, independent, kinds of films. It's a lot of cutting-edge stuff. A lot of the films will actually be coming out into theaters nationwide here over the next few weeks. It's just a great variety and lots of fun, a lot of good events.
I love it. Gary, we want to talk a little more about Mindstorm and let you talk about Mindstorm, but I've got to take a quick commercial break. Can you hang with us?
I sure can.
Fantastic. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Angel and Eric. It is Fan Braggin' Friday on our 3rd anniversary, which makes it our 156th
Friday.
Fan Braggin' Friday ever. We'll be right back. Call us 855-FAN-BRAG.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.